it. Yeah, take its time. I actually upgraded from the one I was on earlier today, so it's actually multiple versions out of date now. I don't know where it's reading that from. Anyway, right, what I need to do first, I need to close the system monitor opened. I also want to... Will your great eyes still say? One. What's the matter, baby? What's the matter, baby? What's the matter, baby? What's the matter, baby? Baby, baby. What's the matter, baby? What's the matter, baby? What's the matter, baby? Baby. So she walks slowly down the hall, down many doors in the hallway. That seems fine. Let's pause Fleetwood Mac. And drink some port, because after all that I clearly deserve it. Nightingale, we brought the Dalish forces into the city. They joined with the resistance group formed by the Owls living in Wickham and struck at Duke Antoine and the Red Lyrium supplies have been placed in the city's wells. When the Red Lyrium was shown to the human merchants and labourers, they quickly joined with the Dalish and city elves as fighting was short but brutal, culminating in the deaths of Duke Antoine and his personal retinue? Which included Venatori agents. Most of Wickham's nobles had fled the popular uprising and now claim it was an elven uprising that killed a beloved ruler. For now, however, the Dalish are sailing as heroes in Wickham. They remain in the city uncertain of what to do next. As ordered, Isthmus Goodson now resides in an allied Lord's Tower cell, attended by polite but hooded servants. Claims against him seem dubious. There is no denying that he was stocked to supply a significant force should one have come calling. Josephine. A note from the Inquisition Apothecary. Interesting times, Inquisitor. It was not the final action I was hoping for. I thank you for this interjection. I look forward to ensuring the health and effectiveness of the Inquisition for as long as needed. Elan Vermal. Inquisition. Word from Zevran Arenai. I can't remember how he said it. Zevran. The Inquisition is not much for subtlety, is it? Still, a head-on battle gets the blood pumping. Lord Enso and his Venatori might disagree. I dropped a few hints for the Crows, implying that your soldiers are following a lead and Lord Enso just happened to be present. A happy accent. Trust me. You do not want the Crows to think you are working against them. Zevran Arene. Ariania. Arianwan, we could be related. That's not how... First thing, so contact the hero for Eldon. Sister Leniana, through the information sent, we are prepared to deliver a message to the hero for Eldon. It will not be easy, but we will ensure that the message reaches her. Sister Regine. Yeah, at your command, I will attempt to make contact. At my command. At your suggestion, I'm commanding you to do something that you wanted to do.
Inquisitor.
It's my command. AC written report in Cullen's hand. The map brought to us by this rat gives a general area, but it will require significant investment to narrow the location of the missing group. Squire was clear that Sunderland and the company are in dire need of commitment must be swift. I have a rookery full of black wings, ready to signal a search. Dire as this may be, but if we present it as a hunt, we'll have every noble from here to Orlais on their trail. Need I say it? March. Numbers will flush them out.
Inquisitor.
The Mages Collective sent me a letter. They're very organized. It was they who asked me to study the Rift. I mentioned that maybe. Anyway, it was a very good idea. The collective is interested in the results of my research, especially since I've been training you. Rift magic can be difficult, but I have notes. Lots of notes. If they read them carefully, there should be no mishaps. Your trainer. The more who know, the more that knowledge will spread. There are advantages to wielding a weapon few understand. This magic's barely tested. At least have them study here. I'll spare some Templars to supervise if it means not sending those notes to Maker knows where. There were apostates before the circles fell. The Mages Collective appears... Mages Collective appear a relatively reasonable and moderate group. They commissioned the study. We can grant them the results.
At your service.
Great! Actually, that doesn't look terrible. Well, it's worse than what she has, but what she has is quite good. Which is more that could be said for that. First wielded by Caliban, the most famous non-Pentagast dragon hunter. He claimed to have slain the last dragon in the early Steel Age, notorious for his common heritage and his sexual appetite. After the death of his lover, Queen Thierin, of Ferelden, Thierin, he went into a self-imposed exile, and some say trained a secret warrior order in the Frostback Mountains called the Calibanites. I could have just gone to there and it would have narrowed it down. Literally just medium. Literally just medium. Okay. Let's move everything I'm not wearing into valuables. Accessories, what have we got? Don't care about grenades that much. Superior potions will increase the maximum for each non-healing. Meh. Amulet of Power. Vivienne can level up. You can use... This is a really shit way of doing this. Seriously, having a destructible item you need to equip and then equip back whatever they were wearing, that's a terrible way of doing this. Like, holy fuck. In Origins, I believe Dragon Age 2 actually, you had a book that disappeared from your inventory after you used it. That's a much more elegant solution. I wonder if it's a frostbite thing. What if this is the only way of having destructible items in your inventory? But what? No, it can't be, because you... guess we don't... We have consumables, but we don't access them in this way, do we? We access consumables from this menu. I don't know if you can access consumables from here other than in the system they've made. It might be an engine limitation. Frostbite was never meant for RPGs. Which is why from Mass Effect, what? 5? 4? I don't know how they're numbering it. Anyway. Goodbye Frostbite. Hello UE5. That's exciting. Right, I was going to Emprise de Lyon. And we're going over here. Right, we had shards that were... That picture is so Sarah. We had shards that were across the bridge. Hello, I'm clicking. Right, let's make this our quest. I really don't like the level up animation. It's quite hard to see unless you're actively looking at it. You're flanking your Twin Fangs attack will be... do more damage only if you keep... whatever. I see it. Oh, bollocks. That was close. Great. Red Templars, and I find myself all by myself. Let's put... Oh, here's my allies at least. They've appeared. It's Cassandra. Oh, it's right there, look. There's a lot of massive chains. There's those people who speculated that the castle itself was some kind of demon, and the chain stopped it changing form or something. Wasn't that what they said? I don't really want to live in a be in a keep that has red lyrium shards coming out of an entire story. Howdy. Oh. I see you two are doing a sterling job of keeping the Red Templars at bay. Thanks for the help. You two are... You two were exemplary in that fight. Thank you so much. I feel like I should climb up here, but they've made this climbable, so I'm going to assume that's for a reason. Let's see if I could have gone the other way. Absolutely, I could have gone this way. There it is. This water's probably a bit chilly to be running through. Oh, that one is by a rift. Let's go around. Oh, the rift is right here, so fuck it, we may as well. They were... That's hilarious. They were trying to follow us up, but they just couldn't. They couldn't pathfind their way up to here. We found the shards. How rage demons are actually quite formidable in this game when they are the weakest form of demon and are pretty easy in the first two games, generally speaking. But no, there's in here they're sort of level with I want to say some pride demons. Some pride demons are actually as hard as you'd expect a pride demon to be, but some of them are pretty fucking easy. Shards in the emprise done. Are we having a picnic here? Love Beyond the Walls. The book is soaked. Most of the pages are falling out. Sabina struggled in Dawn's grip, but he held her tight. "Don't hand me, you brute!" she gasped, trying to twist her arm free. "I am Sabina Voile, Princess of Starkhaven." Maybe Voile is not the way you pronounce that, given that Starkhaven is basically Scotland. "I will not be mishandled by a lowly Ferelden barbarian." Dawn pressed her fingers to Sabina's lips. "Stop squealing," he hissed. "They'll hear you." Sabina followed his gaze and despised Espied, hidden in the rafters of the Grand Cathedral, the cloaked assassins of the Oblivion Hand. Sabina's knees buckled. She collapsed against Dawn's strong chest. Going to kill me, she wept. Dawn looked deep in Sabina's eyes, now filled with tears. Not if I can help it. Next to her from Love Beyond the Walls. Whoopsie. She was out here with her eels and bread and wine. Reading smut. Apparently under the like green sickly illumination of a fade rift. Unless she just happened to be here when the breach happened. But the body was in remarkable condition if she's been out that long.
Of course.
There's the rift. You shithead. See that one over there? Springs. Of course, these are hot springs. So no, the water is not a bit chilly. Quite the opposite, in fact. Oh, secure the third tower. I never did this. Apparently we did the other two. Look, a behemoth. Oh, two behemoths. I'm gonna shield bash, fucker. Wow. I was expecting that to take its guard down, not take out most of its remaining health as well. You can do that one as well while you're at it. There it goes. Just like the fact that it kept making grunting noises well after it died. I remember this one. This one's the one.
What is it, Cole? Why the odd looks?
Light pastry with blueberries, sticky on your fingers, small hands reaching as Anthony tears his in half. But when you got to the kitchen, they were all gone.
Ah, yes. They are delicious, but do not last long.
I could get you one. The cooks don't see me.
Just because they don't see you doesn't mean it isn't theft.
Aww. She can get her own. Like, acquiring the blueberry muffin, whatever, is not the issue. I'm sure it's the memory of Anthony that she appreciates more, though. Had to climb up the side of the canyon. Judicial's crossing has been destroyed. Such a pity. It was an impressive construction. I set it in a nice sheltered archway. No dragons by this ring yet, but I suspect they'll be along. Day 2. Nothing happened. I heard a roaring from the one of the other rings, but I decided to stay put. Let's not make myself known to the creatures just yet. Day 3. Finally, one of the dragons flew in this morning. The flapping of its great wings as it landed knocked me off my stool, and it was remarkable. After settling down, I took a soak in the pool. They must enjoy the heat. Day 4. I got up the courage to sneak around the area. I spied several clutches of eggs, as if dragons enjoy the heat, perhaps unhatched eggs do as well. Day 5. Several smaller dragons are now resting in the pool. Adolescents. It's quite windy. I keep losing notes to the breeze. I wonder if the writing ends here. Hold vulnerability. Oh, it's just it's a fire boy. Oh, girl is the case, maybe. I'm a bit on fire. Okay, that did a lot of damage, actually. Oh, damn. I thought I might be far enough away to not get caught in that, but alas. Why don't I give you a blizzard? So, since you're here, could you, like, I don't know, do a heckin' shield bash on it?
Someone help!
He's doing a lot of damage now. That didn't. For all the damage we're doing to it, why has it not lost any health? Because it's got nearly 300,000 HP, that's why. I see. If all of my attacks do the damage that just did, I just need to hit it 1,000 times. To cold. Why is it here? Well, I know it must enjoy the hot springs, but... Ah, it's baby's time. There they are. Right, you need shield bash. Try it again. Actually fucking hit it this time. One of these days you'll actually hit it with a fucking shield bash. There we go. That only took like 5 attempts. Guys, time for babies again. That foot looks in pain. Stop fucking missing! Jesus fucking Christ, Cassandra, how big do you need this fucking dragon to be? Your maternal instincts are pretty non-existent, are they? That you are throwing all of your babies at us for me to slaughter them all, individually, one by one. On that beastie, let's do another shot. Keep trying. Just keep fucking trying. Just keep having a go. We'll get there eventually. Let's just fucking spam it. Why the fuck did my character run into a fucking AoE? Bear in mind, you are ranged. While I was taking control of someone else. You know what? You are not ranged. You can stay up there fucking close, right? Jesus fucking Christ. Right, you do another shield dash. Jesus Christ. The AI in this game. It's all A and no I, right? Alright, I'm just being fucking ragdolled by everything. Okay, you were doing that. Hey. You can't wait a minute before killing your babies to kill some more of them? I should give you rock armor, really, shouldn't I? Gonna stand there? Really? You're just spamming your summon. Call the AoE. Oh, God, that one exploded. Oh, guess it. Come on, you've not even got rid of these ones yet. And you're just summoning more? Hugger. Why all of our health so low? They're not? fucking dare use that ladder to stop me coming down when you teleport. I guess you just ran down there, didn't you? I'm torn between finding a better way down and fighting it from above. Finding from above may take a while because I'm basically going to have to solo it, because the other two, even if they magically did find their way to it, would instantly teleport by my side. Oh. Can I get back up? Tentatively, yes.
Got an eye out. How do I get down? See, this is the way down.
Really? What is the what's the point of an AoE? So you have to be right fucking next to them, so... I was holding W and pressing nothing else, and you're standing there attacking. I can't remember if it was the right or the left we're going after. I can't tell if those rings are her, like, buff to us, or it's telegraphing a fire attack. Because I think both of those look the same. Do you wanna... Yeah, that's telegraphing an attack. I wasn't sure if I should run into that or avoid it. The answer ended up being avoid, clearly. It looks so much like Cassandra's buff. Point getting rid of the guard now, is there? Spent so long trying to use the shield buff to get rid of it. Oh, really spamming. Can't get it from here. I was supposed to be like, how the fuck did the dragon get all its health back? It didn't. It was a different dragon. It was a dragonling that was at half health, not the fucking Highland Ravager. Some of those do a lot of damage, and some of them really don't. Why? Oh, you're not following me. I wish the AI had any awareness of AoEs at all. Well, let's get the big bugger first. Oh, you've got all of those. You have all of those? Yes. Battle Master. Vanguard. These cunning warriors control the battlefield and everyone on it. They bolster their allies, hamper their enemies, and take advantage of any sign of weakness. So what sort of things do you have? Grappling chain. Oh, that's quite good, actually. What about... So that's Battle Master. What about Vanguard? So basically, the last one was DPS. This is tank. I'm gonna go with tank because I want people to be attacking Cassandra and not me. And I forgot. Solus. Oh, it's there. I thought it was closer. Okay, you've got it slightly better. Let's go with the guard. Have I picked up their ring yet?
Nothing to report, sir.
so, Seeker? Your Inquisition grows.
It was never my Inquisition, Solas.
You did the brutal, thankless work of putting the wheels in motion. Do you feel no regret at letting that power pass to another?
I did my part, but the power you describe was never mine to carry. I know myself, and I cannot be the leader we need. Thus, I have no regrets.
You surprise me again, Seeker.
Your opinion of me must be very low for me to surprise you so often.
Not low, but realistic. Very few, however honorable, release power they have won.
I'm not supposed to interact with this?
No, I dropped it. It's gone. Gone.
Not a clue. Is anyone back from their travels at the war table?
Inquisitor. At your order.
Look, they've all got time left. So what does this leave now? Done that. Done that. Prospect Basin, right. Go all the way back. Go to Frostbite Basin. Let's do this. Let's do this DLC. character. I didn't. For some, Dragon Rage is a dangerous ability. For you, it's the only way to fight. You now hit harder and reduce the cooldown time for Devour with every attack. Dragon Rage no longer damages you. Although you can no longer use it as often. Varric needs to level up as well. Baffled Knight. A note affixed to a book entitled Sir Lothair Venay Dure's Victory and Dominion. Lady Harding. I use the opinion of an expert. Although impressive, the victory outlined on the marked page could not have been achieved as stated. Bram Kenrick. Sure it could, if you had enough apples, Harding. Property of Colette. Pages neatly written, painstakingly detailed notes fill a well-worn journal. The notes break midway through for a list. Expedition to Frostback Basin preparations. Reread Finding a Meridan complete. Review notes on appropriate excavation methods complete. Practice categorization of minute material artifacts complete. Read book on Frostback Basin complete. Practice camping complete. Note: bring a pillow. Reread anatomy of various terrible beasts complete. Learn to fence. Cannot find willing instructor. Ask brothers for fencing defense lesson. Bad idea. Read book on survival and defense complete. Bring towels packed. A good hitchhiker always knows where his towel is. A few idle scrolls followed, along with a tiny sketch of an elf defending a stack of papers from various terrible beasts. The caption reads, field work. Inquisitor Ameridan. What's known about Inquisitor Ameridan could barely fill a page. He was a friend of Emperor Draken. He was Inquisitor when the Seekers of Truth folded themselves into the Chantry as part of the Navaran Accord, their order serving as a precursor to the Order of Templars and the Circle of Magi. Shortly after the Accord was signed between 122 and 124 Divine, Ameridan left his position and departed, never to be seen again. These facts alone are undisputed. Everything else is uncorroborated hearsay, broad speculation, or salacious rumor-mongering. Ameridan did not willingly cede power. Draken forced the Seekers of Truth to disband upon pain of death. then removed the Inquisitor rather than suffer rebellion within the Chantry's ranks. Meriden was forced to retire due to the still young Chantry's restrictions requiring celibacy, as he was involved in a relationship with a mysterious Lady Mage, with the Chantry erased from history. Meriden was a rowdy noble who cared more for raucous entertainment than the Seekers. He held the position only because Draken wanted a loyal friend commanding the order. And when the Seekers became part of the Chantry, Meriden was free to retire to a life of hunting dragons and wenching. Any of these stories may be true, and without more evidence, we have little hope of ever reaching a clear determination. Nevertheless, I would offer the few notes that are often overlooked as scholars delve deeply into their historical specialties and absolute key context. Firstly, Emperor Draken, rightly acknowledged as the man who molded the Chantry into the organization it is today, was a pious man, committed to spreading the chant of light and creating a world where magic and men were governed by Andrastian principles. All sources agree that Meriden was a close friend of Draken, and while it is certainly possible that Meriden was more pragmatic than pious, it is highly unlikely that Draken would have befriended a figure who was actively opposed to the Chantry, much less tolerated such a man holding a position of power in the growing Orlesian Empire. Secondly, Inquisitor Meriden was universally acclaimed as a powerful combatant, regardless of his supposed faith or lack thereof. Rumormongers suggesting Meriden was exiled ask us to believe that Emperor Draken could see no use for a powerful warrior with years of command experience. Given that the Second Blight had been a fact of Orlesian life for more than 15 years at the time of Meriden's disappearance, with Darkspawn pouring from the Anderfels and into northern Orlais in growing numbers, it's frankly absurd to suggest that Draken would casually dispose of such a military asset. Without further evidence, we may never know more about Meriden's departure. Nevertheless, I hope we may eschew the current popular cynicism, at least when obvious evidence against it is presented, to see that his disappearance must have had some other cause. From Finding Meriden by Professor Bram Kenrick, Starkhaven University Press. Right, let's speak to Kenrick.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
You lost me at buckling.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle. But ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter. While this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Orlesian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
My sides are splitting. Tell me what you found.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armorlings. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordilis Dracon, first Emperor of Orleans. No one would just lose such a thing.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of Hakon barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Given that eyelashes' entire purpose is to prevent things from falling into your eye, I have an awful lot of them falling out and going into my eye. And so there's a fade drift right here. I was just wondering if I should get rid of flash fire, but then I immediately used it on the spare demon. I'm dead. Only the Herald can interact with Fade Rifts. Well, the Herald is having difficulties at the moment. Way to get to the island. Let me explore this bit of the land first before I try to get to different bits. Having said that, a skeleton. Chance. Rather than a skeleton, it's a skull, so I was kind of right. No, actually, it was this skeleton I was looking at, so I was entirely correct. Hey, Alfred. I need Alfred. Okay. Ooh. Nailed it. Aha! I wonder if I should just jump down there, given how little health I have. Ooh. You may not be having much of a choice.
We've scouted the area.
It's just an Australian. Fuck. The speed at which I decided I did not actually give a shit about Australians. I said this time would be different. It wasn't. Oh, Irish again. Ooh. That's not an eye. I think that was an eyebrow. Oh, an eyebrow hair, not an entire eyebrow. That would be impressive, to say the least. It stopped giving me the quest to open the door. Does that mean I have enough? Yeah, I do. Which does in fact beg the question of why I'm hunting all of these shards. There's got to be some reason to keep collecting them even after you have enough to open the last door. Someone put this gate here. Isn't this pretty? What a nice river. Have any requisitions? Nope. Who are the requisition officer? Who is? Well, I see a cave, you know what I gotta do. Although... I think that's further in. Because it's... If you're up above me, it'll be sort of greyed out. I was correct. Mouth of Echoes. Savages speak to their gods in the Cave of Passage. They call it the Mouth of Echoes. They light fires and feed him with green spruce and shout their questions into the deep. They say answers come to them on the last whispered echo. Superstition, we laughed. And our Razikale's silence and madness descends. I can only think, what if? What if there are irregularities in the veil here? What if we could secure the Avar cave and bend it to our purposes? The slaves are gathering materials. We will build a shrine to the Dragon of Mystery, implant Foki onto the walls, cut sacred designs into the stone. The better to hear with. When we hear their voice again, we will die. Scribbled in blood-red ink on parchment found in the Mouth of Echoes. Faint inscription found in the Frostbite Basin. If this be our last together, let it end in laughter, Atho. From an Age journal found in the Frostback Basin. Still tastes strange, no matter. Several water-stained pages follow before the text resumes. We travelled through lands more remote than these. We must have, yet I've never felt so removed from life back home as I do now. He makes the same arguments as always. Though adds a lack of demons as a point in her favour. The lack isn't absence, which I was quick to point out. She called me pithy. There are demons here, though not as many as we faced in those early years together. The Avar have their mages too. The last were ill prepared for me. I wonder if that's the part that bothers her. Home, as always, was no help at all. We push on. My head aches. The others are singing the song we learned in that lakeside town. I forget the name of the place. I think my eyes are about to explode. Of course, A has noticed and tells the others he needs to read something. It's quiet now. The journey here took longer than expected. I must take stock of the rations after sleep. They were more than expected. Everything has been more than expected. A few moments later, and I would not be standing here. I was able to subdue the mage before things become worse. T said nothing about it afterwards. She knows I would have died. At what cost? He asked me that once. I said it cost nothing, but I don't know. I met a man who'd fought longer than I, but his mind had faded with age and he could not answer. The point remains that I can do more. I can be more effective. We've all seen the demons, what they did. And we've seen what some would do with blood. The better question is, who pays the cost if no one takes this chance? No one said it had to be forever. Just until things are settled. If you count 8 times, will the number change? O asks. She's been watching me this last few days. Whatever she says to the contrary, damn blue bottles, I did not plan this journey as well as I should. I lay trying to find the consolations through the leaves. T brought me some water. She just smiled and there was no admonishment behind it. It made me feel somewhat better. As always, A cooked our dinner while deriding my own ability to produce something edible. O attempts to tell me jokes. Maker, they're pathetic. Why do they always make me laugh anyway? Long days ahead. I fear there are fewer ahead. Whatever costs I've paid, they will be worth it. Doesn't matter. This night, safe beside a fire, the three of them singing that stupid song, I'm content. this is the way I came from. Which means this isn't. Let's find the jaws of Hakon.
Inquisition soldiers. We should help them.
Speak with Lieutenant Farrow at the forward camp. I will, but only after I loot the bodies.
Lieutenant Farrow, sir. We've beaten back those Hackenite bastards. My men and I will hold here. The Hackenites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to fortify and regroup.
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hackenites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a presence. The river's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold, or it would be if we could travel safely along it. The Hackenites set up camps near the banks, and they attack anyone who gets within view.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir?
That a requisition. Can't even walk up this fucking hill. Really? Where the fuck did you even come from, you cunt? Good. think I'm gonna get to this camp sooner? Question mark? Of course that's gonna get rid of my guard though, isn't it? Which is kind of telling me I don't really want to do it. Why would I want to get rid of my guard before taking on a fight that I could benefit with the guard from? Let's see, let's... More shards. This isn't the path I thought it was going to be.
So, your girlfriend is a smith?
Yes,
She makes weapons with her own hands?
among other things.
That's hot.
Is that it? Oh. The exile.
No, no, no! I cannot have guests, lowlanders, even those who don't hail from the hold.
Who are you? And why are you out here?
If I tell you, will you leave me be? I am Sigrid Gulsdotten, Augur's apprentice. I exiled myself from Stonebear Hold.
You exiled yourself?
Aye, I did. And my tongue will say no more on that.
Learn more about Sigurd from someone in the hold. Nice blue fire you got there. There we go. So 4 of the bastards. There's a shard right by this camp. Maybe this isn't the way down. It's a one-way type thing. Not a clue what that would be.
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to her hold for Hakon's glory!
First of all, I don't have a hole. Second of all, where the fuck even are you? Apparently far enough away I can just set up a camp here. This is not even so much a camp, this is like a village. Is it like lifts up and down? Messages left to the outpost. This looks like a bundle of notes used by Inquisition soldiers to leave messages for each other. The most recent entries date from a few days before the Inquisition arrived in the valley. Is the lead scout back? I want their thoughts on which pass we could use to send our supplies, Quartermaster Pendleton. You have to wait. We're sitting for some scholar from Orlais. Harding is leading his party to get settled and working before the Inquisitor arrives. Scout Chavez. Any word yet? Scout Stelvar. She's in the main camp. Scout Harding's watching over her new charge, Professor Henrik. Talky, but he seems a nice sort. Apparently had an adventure getting to the basin, though. Scout Chavez. Don't tease Chavez. What happened? Quartermaster Pendleton. Apparently Harding had to save the professor and his assistant from a small spot of trouble with some bandits, and from being chased down by a hungry wyvern, and from falling off a ledge while reading a book. Made that last one up. Spoke of Harding, I'll take it back. Selvar. This is... We should bring a few people here. Like... Oh, like grindstones and shit? How far away is that landmark? Not very. Arboreal Fort. A report from Agent Charter received by the Inquisition's advisors and carrying their notes to each other on the matter. Here, cliffs and steep drops present obstacles to speedy travel within the basin. As a temporary measure, rope ladders are being constructed and placed at strategic points chosen by Scout Harding. Continued presence in this area will require a permanent solution. Please advise. Charts and topographical information provided for your perusal. Charter. Series of comments follow. That's in the area. Cullen. Of course, the commander suggests hitting the hills until they forget their hills. L. Leliana. We could look into getting the soldiers to cut steps into the cliffs or construct structures with some form of verticality. Scaffolding, perhaps? Josephine. I was joking. Meanwhile, have you threatened to cut out anyone's tongue today? Cullen. Thinking about it right now. Leliana. The Rooper, Berinol, was talking to the foreman about drawing up plans for addition to Skyhold. Covered platforms and connected with spiral staircases and suspended catwalks. We could apply this idea to the Frostback Basin. Josephine. I was there. Wasn't Baron all drunk? He didn't draw up the plans while drunk, I'm sure. We could have an ex-engineer or Dagna look over them, see if they're structurally sound. Josephine. An engineer, yes. Dagna, no. We don't need our outpost to be half in, half out of the fade, or be able to sing the chant of light, or whatever it is she's working on right now, Liliana. Cassie. What I'm going to do, given the time, I am going to go back to Skyhold. I'm going to see if any of my compadres are back. Some of them won't be. I'm sure one of them had like a 16-hour task. But we'll see.
Your worship.
Cryptic, thanks for the follow. How are you doing? Alright, you've got an hour left. You've got 14 hours left. You've got 2 hours left. Right. In which case, fight with your 3D printer. Oof. That sounds simultaneously fun and not fun. Sometimes you just want technology to work, but sometimes troubleshooting is quite enjoyable. Custom firmware issues, it's brutal. Oof. Not fun then. Last week I had my PC just wouldn't boot. I say last week, a couple of days ago. Turns out it was entirely my fault. I was reformatting an external hard drive and I accidentally mounted it as part of my file system. And I was going through the error message, like the log, because it wouldn't boot, so I was going through the command line and I found the source of the error on, I think it was like line 2100 and something. So hang on. And it's literally because I recognized it was trying to mount SDF, which I just remembered as being the drive that wasn't in. And yeah. Luckily it was an extremely easy fix. Boot the machine with the drive attached. But yeah, scrolling down 2100 lines to find that particular bit was not the best. Anyway, did I just save? Probably. Anyway, it's all fixed now, obviously. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Anyway, it's 1 in the morning, so I should probably consider going to bed. So let's exit out. Let's I'm gonna fix this printer and sell it. That sounds like a good plan. Right, let's see who's online. Let's go on a drop in. Let's do that. Let's drag Firefox over here. Let's go to Joystick's homepage. I think I know. I think I've got an idea of where we're going. Yeah, let's drop in on Anne. Anne is nice. Anne is good. Let's drop in on Anne Sal. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more Jaws of Hakon. So see you then and good luck with your printer.